Have you ever found yourself in a room full of people laughter echoing, conversations buzzing yet felt utterly detached? Not because you're shy, and certainly not because you think you're above it all, but because somewhere deep within, there's a quiet yearning for something more meaning, more depth, more stillness. If crowded rooms leave you drained, if small talk feels like static noise, and if solitude brings you more energy than a dozen handshakes, ever could you're not broken. You're not antisocial. In fact, you may just be walking a different path, a more deliberate one. A path that thinkers and philosophers, especially the Stoics, have walked for centuries. Welcome to the Flame of Wisdom, where we explore timeless principles with modern relevance. Today, we unpack 6 powerful reasons why many intelligent, introspective people, particularly those who resonate with Stoic ideals, often choose to distance themselves from socializing, and why that choice is not a defect, but a kind of quiet freedom. Let's begin. First, they crave depth, not noise. A curious, thoughtful mind is like a tuning fork for meaning. It vibrates only when it resonates with something real. Shallow conversations about trends, gossip, what someone said on a podcast feel like chewing flavorless gum. Sweet at first, repetitive, but ultimately unsatisfying. It's not that they're cold or aloof, it's that their minds are wired to seek nourishment, not novelty. They yearn for dialogue about life's bigger questions. The nature of purpose, the why behind behavior, the wisdom embedded in ancient thought. Stoicism, in particular, invites this kind of discourse. As Epictetus once urged, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. For them, silence is never awkward, it's honest. And when conversations lack depth, they don't retreat out of pride, but out of respect for themselves and for time. Second, they protect time like a sacred resource. Intelligent individuals view time differently. To them, it's not just something to fill, it's something to guard, to invest. Seneca, one of Stoicism's great voices, wrote, "It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Modern socializing, casual meets, endless group chats, obligatory functions often feels like time slipping through fingers. They prefer to spend a focused hour thinking, writing, building, or reflecting than waste 5 in meaningless chatter. It's not antisocial behavior, it's a kind of mental and spiritual frugality. Every moment is measured not by the clock, but by what it creates within them. Third, they observe more than they speak in any gathering. You might find them quiet, not absent, but present in a deeper way. They are scanning patterns, picking up on tones, noticing motives. They're listening, not just to words, but to the silences in between, as Marcus Aurelius said. You always have the option of having no opinion. This isn't apathy. It's power. While many speak to fill the space, the Stoic-minded choose to understand before they contribute at all. This often leads to misinterpretation. Others see them as standoffish or detached. But the truth is, they are deeply engaged with nuance, not noise. Fourth, they treat inner peace like gold dot to those who walk this path. Peace isn't optional, it's sacred. High energy environments, chaotic group dynamics, or rooms thick with ego, and pretense can disturb their equilibrium. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control external chase, but we can master our response to it. Still, that doesn't mean we must constantly place ourselves in emotionally toxic environments. Intelligent individuals are often hypersensitive to emotional energy. A single disingenuous smile or performative conversation can throw off their rhythm. So they step away not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Epictetus reminded us, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Walking away from conflict or superficiality often appears strange to others. But for them, it's not retreat, it's preservation. If they don't crave validation, many socialize to be seen, to be liked, to be approved. But those who live by principle easily, Stoic principle, didn't chase applause. They value being honest over being popular, being consistent over being charming to them. Status games and popularity contests hold little appeal. Marcus Aurelius posed a timeless question. The approval of such Menlo do not even stand well in their own eye show. Can it be worth seeking? Once you stop needing others to confirm your worth, the grip of the crowd loosens, the performance ends. You become grounded, immovable. 6. They find richness in solitude. Solitude isn't emptiness for the intelligent, it's abundance. It's where their ideas form, their questions rise, their truths are confronted. They don't need an event to feel alive or a spotlight to feel seen. They read to travel through time. They write to hear their soul. They walk alone to reconnect with the present. The Stoics believe that the wise person is self-contained, calm, autonomous. Nowhere, wrote Marcus Aurelius, can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. So, while many fear being alone, these thinkers fear something else, entirely losing themselves in the noise of the crowd. If you find yourself stepping away from busy rooms. If silence brings you more clarity than applause, if solitude refuels your spirit while conversations leave you empty, you are not strange. You are not broken. You are simply choosing presence over popularity, stillness over spectacle, truth over trend. And in doing so, you are not rejecting people, you are choosing purpose. The world may not understand your quiet, but within that quiet, growth happens. Ideas take root. Wisdom surfaces. So stay grounded, stay intentional. And remembering a world that's always talking, the one who listens, the one who reflects, the one who chooses meaning over noise of it. Person holds real power. Until next time, thank you for walking this quieter, richer, more thoughtful path with us.